Hey, sup everybody, my name is Crytek N-Bomb, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact. Something interesting I found out about. So the thumbnail of this stream says a little bit of what I didn't expect. There's a story quest that involved the Serenity part. I don't know why the heck this is, but isn't this quest a world quest? Why am I interacting as if it's a story quest? Well, with that in mind, we'll have to see. First, let's get into the game. I haven't gotten into it yet today, so of course you're gonna see something ahead soon. I wonder how much resin I have today to work with. Or I guess I have gotten on here today. I don't remember. Alright, nothing new there. I won't be able to make a key till. Okay, thank you. Well, I should be able to get a little bit of stuff done today, so I am looking forward to it. We're gonna be dealing with that Serenity pot, and I must say, I am a little bit appalled as to what I found because I cannot believe that today we're gonna be dealing with Serenity pot, but for some reason, for some freaking reason, I only saw a few seconds of it, so I don't know what happens, but I saw a certain character that we already just got recently, and I find it kind of hype, honestly, because always nice to hear a character's voice in this type of game. I don't know what we're going to be getting into today, but I still got daily commissions to do. Domains. 119 out of 160. Also forgot to mention I'm in the party with the homies, so I'll bring them along later on if they're still willing to. But yeah. Don't know if I'm going to farm domains today. I might just farm more Mora. Expedition Warren. We gotta do that.
Add.
Yay. Do this. Who should I put here? Things are going. It's just the usual fundamentals of things. Yay. Can't wait to get the fragile risen. That's gonna be the thing I'm most excited for. Using that total risen, I guess I could work on slowly getting her up there. And I'm talking about Yanfei. Outside of that, who else? I think I'm definitely gonna have to work on this person here. Freaking almost maxed out Constellation. That's so interesting. Complete the challenge by defeating all enemies within the time limit. Defeat all enemy time challenge. This guy. From yeah, looks like it. Right. Oh yeah. All right. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's the same one, but I already did this one. Okay. So I have to go grab the same package again. It's the same bugs and everything. I don't like this quest. I just want to say that. Not a big fan of it. Just eh. It's just eh. It's been like quite a few weeks since the last time I did this though, so that's kind of funny. You get aggro music. Alright. What? Oh, this is a different. Yeah. I was like, wait, what? Really? What? How interesting. The first time I did it, it was actually the right item. That time she didn't accept it. Or exactly the way I expected. I fixed my stick drift problem, so yeah. Wait. This is for that, and is this? Okay, so that's the right one. Huh. That was the right one, okay. Okay, I need to fight her. Okay, I need to find these people more. I gotta remember this location. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna... Okay.
The more, the merrier. Terra smash!
Yeah, don't mind me.
Punishment!
Verdict is...
I don't know how long I'm gonna keep using Traveler. It's just so hard for me to use him as I expected it would be, but I just don't have a lot of things I can do to get characters at 80 right now. It's gonna just take time. Yeah, you thought I didn't see you. I might actually bring Mona back because I need Mona. I need that elemental synergy.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
I'm gonna actually switch my team up here. I still like using Venti, which kind of sucks. Instead of Rosaria, I'm gonna use Mona for a bit.
This is destiny.
I want to see the synergy between Mona and Diluc. Might bring the ice back though. Cause the synergy I had before was a lot better when I had Mona and Chongyun, and I guess Venti would help as well. Now I'll put this on there because I can't really use Yanfei yet. I need Yanfei just as strong as Diluc before I can actually use her. So I think about working on some of that today. It's gonna be a bitch to get her up there, but it'll be worth it when I get her there. Can't believe I had Mona for like the longest. Apparently a lot of people wanted this character, which is just funny to me. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that was really the wrong one. I did the wrong one again. I was trying to actually do the time challenge first before that, but it went show me the direction unless I wasn't noticing. That's why I didn't notice it. Freaking blend it in with the Greenstone Forest. For today, I'm gonna use the Traveler, and tomorrow I'm gonna use the Traveler. But then after that, I'm switching back to like my own build type of thing. I just feel like using the Traveler whenever I'm doing story stuff because it just feels wrong not having him when I do story stuff and then the game just randomly switches to him. It just feels weird. Feels wrong. I feel like main protagonist at all. How dare you do that? You think I'm not gonna eat? Okay. Man just walks up on me. You think I'm not gonna take that? That's some free chicken. Freaking chicken. I literally just had Chinese food. What the? Where am I going? Right.
Time for retribution!
Freaking. I literally only like threw the all out just to get some chicken. I don't know how many birds I hit, but I probably didn't even hit that many. As I don't know if the magical crystal chunk is still useful or not. I know the regular crystal chunks are more useful now thanks to this thing we got going on here. The Serenity pod stuff. So I'm gonna have to definitely look at that. Oh yeah, this. Can't really tell whether this is close or not, but it's close enough. To here on my way there. Oh yeah, I remember doing that puzzle first try. That's actually so interesting how I managed to do that first try. Hmm.
Fate is upon you.
Quake!
Let's play. Think you can get away? Shadows of fate.
They're gonna do this in his face.
Terra Smash!
Brace yourselves. Yahoo!
Burn! To dust!
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Hmm. I need a way to do more constant elemental damage. That's really the only way I'm gonna be able to use the loot to its fullest. Otherwise, I might as well use Yanfei, because Yanfei will be able to do it a lot more accurately towards getting it to proc. The elemental reaction. So this is gonna be interesting. I thought that this was just gonna be a regular quest, but then I saw that somebody had recorded it, and it's a story quest. Who would have thought? This doesn't look like a story quest given that it's world quest, but it's a story quest, so I'm excited for it. I'll go to leeway for this one. Buy a ton of fish, get myself prepared. It's my first time legitimately on today. Play some Genshin. I'm gonna try to limit myself from doing too much on the Serenity part though. Just trying to get some content on today. I don't think I really need to buy any of that. I do need to buy this, however. I really need this. I try not to go too much into that. I'm going for the fish. Give me all the crabs. Give me all the bamboo. I wish I was gathering this in the past. I'd had a lot of those too. Carrots. Oh, you can get the genuine chili today. Let's get it. Let's get it. I still need to pick up some more. Because now I can run through to have more opportunities for freaking food to craft. Or, of course, cook. Which is always nice. Okay. I love that you can buy a decent amount per day. And we're gonna go to the Cheesings location. But oh yeah, before we do that, let's get the commission while we're on this side. I forgot. Yeah, you need to go to the other side of Leeway Harbor so we can get to Madam Ping. Even though I fixed my stick drift yesterday, my stick just loves to make my character fidget. Strange.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Even though I do have an idea of what it is. Clean that servant. You will see about that. I'll do something about it another time though. It's not like it's really bothering me that bad. The stick drift. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into this thing. I was gonna wait and give it some time. That's for some things, but I guess no real reason to wait. Alright. I saw a story quest, so this is gonna be interesting. Alright.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Leeway Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do, especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Subspace? That sounds sick the way she just says it like that.
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
Can't refuse a gift. I literally will accept almost anything. Alright. What are the missing materials? I can help you look for them.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
Oh,
What's more,
really?
I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
And what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely.
That's
You would have
ugly.
to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who's this child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me.
I love that we get a little
Yen
story
Fei,
quest with
I
her.
believe you already heard of the traveler
Even though I already
and
have her
his
as a playable
traveling
character. We feel
companion.
good, man.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
What a shame. What?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Okay,
If
good.
we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
I still can't believe her
Alright,
ears are
Yenfei,
antlers.
alright.
Like, you could see
Let's
those
get to the
antlers
business
protruding
at
from her
hand.
hair.
I
Like
do
she's
not think
half
these two
adeptus,
are
like
in
how
any
Ganyu
dire
is.
need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Are you really an adeptus?
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
That's kind of depressing how you just phrase it this way. And you just summed up the story like that quickly.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus.
Very
Aren't you
casual.
guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Bruh, they
Is
pieced out.
that so?
That's lame. Yeah, it is kind of strange, isn't it?
But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa,
Wow.
that's a really thick book.
She
What
always
kind
be
of
looking
fancy
in that
writing there?
with her
Commercial
animation that she
consultancy.
has for just doing nothing.
Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnaya
Krusel.
merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to
I
sell
don't
them
know.
to
She
Snezhnaya.
seems, or maybe on.
So, I guess I'll go
Actually, I
look
don't
for him.
know.
With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
We'll come with you.
Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow,
Legal jeopardy.
an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're
Bet
with
she
her.
just thick as. What the heck? I don't even know what to say to that. Actually, let me speak to Madam Ping real quick.
Some people find Yenfei to be rather demanding. do try to be gracious with her.
I guess. What the hell going on here? Oh, this is the Crossel faggot. I'm so used to nobody being over here thanks to this guy never selling anything good, but yeah. Hello, Crossel.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss
What the hell?
Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhiqiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhiqiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
No ambiguous ties here. I just don't know what to say to this.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable.
It's a
if this
bit
claim is shown to be
ambiguous, but
false. Yes, these terms
I
are
guess
very
the
clear
character
indeed.
thinks it's not. I feel like something sus is about to happen.
This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhiqiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract.
The fuck?
Here, I'll
Who does
mark
that?
it on your map for
Why
you.
do I? What?
Thanks a lot, Mr.
Why would we
Crossel.
know where she
We'll
lives
be
just
off
by the
now.
contract? That's kind of ugly. I mean, I understand that he needs to know where she lives so that if he needs to get those things back, you gotta do what you gotta do, but what the heck? Wait, she's not that far away, actually. Is she up there? Alright. Oh, shoot, that person? Intriguing.
Let's play.
I feel like I went the wrong way. But I don't really care about these stairs. Aha.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Excuse me, are you Chao?
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Miss Zhiqiao? We understand from Mr. Crossel that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins. I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
I caught it.
I don't
Something
know how
sus
it could
going
have
on.
happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why did you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me.
Right.
But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu.
Maybe because this is the part where we say we can help. I don't know if that's really a reason to say deja vu, though. 'Cause at this point, it's just kind of their way of living.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
That would be a little unfair to cross. Well,
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
maybe.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Oh?
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
What?
Seems right.
Please.
Why would you do
Please,
this?
Don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item, and I should pay compensation per the contract.
It's such a huge sum of money, though.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue, and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Miss Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, Mr. Crossel.
The pickpockets.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Juqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
It's how it relates to the loss of the hairpins.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus Jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, Understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Interesting.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the...
Guess I'll run out here. How is this a convenient spot? I feel like it's more than just convenient. Okay.
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
Not Smaragdus Jadeite, really?
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Nope.
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch.
Okay.
Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossell's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it.
Well, of course he's not gonna admit to
Eventually,
it.
he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
A very vivid description.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Yep.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh?
Contract?
Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
Well, Zhongli isn't here, and I don't want to know how much he freaking makes people sign a contract. If I had one more for every time I hear the word contract, I actually would have a lot of more now that I think about it. But I don't think it'd be that much. It'd probably be like 100 something. But yeah.
It feels like Yanfei is even more
At
concerned
most.
with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Oh my god, Yanfei, Jesus Christ.
Contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Brain juice? Such an ordeal.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Need me to do anything?
Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Why not?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Talk to Chateau. We're talking to him? Oh yeah, I need to buy something from him, speaking of which. That's hilarious. Keep forgetting, he gets something not to lose his jade as well. But he'll definitely know something
Why,
about
hello
this.
there, honored customers.
Nice to hear
Welcome
your
to...
voice again, I guess.
It's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter?
Ew, why do you sound like that?
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win?
It is rigged.
I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Right over there.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Man, I freaking love it. Look at the debris, the blah blah blah, the blah blah. Observe.
What should I try this time?
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Nephrite?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time.
Oh.
I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
That's kind of
If you
weird.
must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give Elemental Sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
No trace at all.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's
I'm just
nothing
kidding.
special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
That's so nice of you. Why couldn't Chateau tell them apart? Because I guess he's not used to seeing this.
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price.
Right.
And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Alright.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
Oh yeah.
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I
So
still have
this-
a record of the job with me.
damn.
In fact, here.
Getting to the bottom of
says
it,
quite
boys.
Clearly, one chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that
Never
these
had
stone
that in a
shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
There's no way he
On the
could.
contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
And she's grabbing a book again.
Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Singsi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith.
Singsi?
Let's go pay her a
I-
visit.
Why does that sound
That was
familiar?
quick. How come you know so many people?
Why not?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
For most people,
Yes, well,
I guess.
that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
That's crazy.
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Oh my god, this statement. Is this how Adepti become so adept at everything? I think that's probably what they do. They adapt to everything, so that's why they're called adept on it. They
Oh,
adapt
this
to
has
things.
nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Maybe
Again,
because
with
you're an
that
adeptus,
casual
so.
tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singsi.
Xingxi. Chinese names. I'm never gonna get used to that. I just want to say that. This case that we're dealing with reminds me of a quest I think I did in Dragon's Dogma, actually, where we had to prove somebody of fraudulent, items that they were using to sell to people that were actually fake items of something that's actually real, but it was not the real thing. I remember this, except the difference was we had to help
Oh,
prove
Miss
somebody's
Yenfei,
innocence,
it's you.
or, of
Has
course,
something happened?
not their
Did
innocence
the client from
when
last
it comes
time...
to going to jail or getting executed. Anyways, Xiaofei, it's you. Yes.
Have no further
Yes.
trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel. Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I mean, this is a legal problem, a legal situation, so yes, it's a problem. Must be the nature of the legal consultancy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip.
Really?
Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Dr. Baiju? We're gonna talk to Snake Man again? Freaking discount Orochimaru? We're gonna speak to that man with the snake dude?
The weirdo
I'm
with
just
the
saying.
snake around his neck?
Yeah, that
What do you
guy.
want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Got another affidavit. Hey, can we see Chi-Chi again? I miss her voice. I don't think we're gonna get to see again, but I don't mind seeing Dr. Baiju because Dr. Baiju looks interesting. He always comes off as a character that I want to know more about, especially what the okay. He comes off as a character I always want to know more about because he's just very different looking. And that always interests me, of course. Hello, Dr. Baiju.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
Damn it.
And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
Well,
That is indeed the case.
that's
If you would be
alright.
so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
I don't know. This
Dr.
man's
Baiju's always been like
Show
that.
me your prescription.
Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
If he becomes a playable character in the future, I'm gonna call it, because he just gives off this vibe that he's a badass, not someone to be messed with. Has this very unique vibe about him. He also is carrying a vision, as you can see it on his pants there. He has a dendro element. You can actually see the dendro symbol right there on his pants. That says something. So if we get a dendro playable character, he's definitely gonna be the first one I'm gonna call it too.
Take care now, everyone.
Until next time. Next time, I hope there's some teaching. I need some teaching. Alright, now we're gonna go expose Crosser real quick. For your boy. Oh god. Hey Crosser, how you doing?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Damn.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this.
She
I
prepared,
spent a
dude.
huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Oh, we're really doing this? Show the evidence of the Mingxing jewelry. Show the evidence of Bijou from. I think. Instead of booth. I think Jade Mystery.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples
First she
and an
makes me
affidavit
do
signed
this
by the business owner,
somehow.
Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything?
Hey, the girl you sold
In
the
any case,
Jade
Smaragdus
to knew
Nephrite
it
is the
was.
outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Nah, he came knowing that he got
Evidence,
his back
something
against the
legally
wall.
binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
So I'm guessing the Mingxing jewelry? Maybe.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
Why do I
This
have
shall
to do
serve
this?
as decisive proof of our case.
Pretty much the evidence that Baiju just gave us, right?
What's this?
What's
Smaragdus
this?
jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item... I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually...
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Don't.
Damn, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Has legal consultancy for you.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Zhiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So why did you charge Shichao such an extortionate rental price, which is very strange?
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Juchao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Interesting. I didn't expect it to turn out like this at all. Is she like interested in that man or something?
Well, that's that.
No, I'm just kidding.
And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yes, though there were some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Can't say I've ever met an Adeptus like you before. True.
An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there is more than just reason involved here, Paimon.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tenterhooks? What the hell is that? That sounds like some weird Tinder website. What the hell? At least we got the Smaragdus Jadeites. Let's see this.
If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Wow, it just resets their lines. We can reset lines. Let's see if there any... Oh, yeah. Unfortunate. No, unfortunate, they're not there. Are they? But they're not there. Gonna talk to Granny. I want to see the pocket world. I want to carry it around with me. I think that you can only do this for the event too. Which is kind of sad if no one actually gets to be a part of Genshin Impact's event. Which I know my friend is gonna miss out on this, but do what you gotta do, bud. But I want the pocket world because I think you can do it wherever you travel at, which is really cool. Because it's like another fast travel location per se. I don't know if I can use it to accept like commissions and stuff, but I would love that if you can actually accept commissions in your own little pocket world. but I guess I'll leave that at that. First, oh yeah, sorry, Madam Ping. Hello.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
We were, thanks to Yanfei.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
Yeah.
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Wow.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
A truly unique Adeptus.
Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
How long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
And there it
There
is.
we go. This Serenity pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Done. This miraculous teapot is ours to look at. Nicely done. Open air workshop. Alright, the next quest is enter the Serenity pot.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
So you can place it anywhere too, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, they gave us these things. So that's how much resin I have. Before I place this, how much resin do we have before I do this next quest? Okay, I was just wondering. I need to run through that resin today. This stuff is pretty neat.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
So, ooh, I can select one. Ew. Emerald Peak is a vibe. Floating Abode is definitely a vibe. Cool Isle, not really my vibe. Emerald Peak. Oh, dude, I love that. That looks so beautiful. So this is like our little world that we'll have, and we'll have like a custom-made house that we can make. Well, sort of custom-made, sort of, yeah. That we can make with so many different looking things. I wonder if someone's gonna make something on an island. I bet you most people picked this one or this one. I'm a person that love the mountains, so I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit of that goodness. But I kind of want this too. I've always liked something like this, like something like I would have loved to do in something like Minecraft, probably. Not like how people would have had certain game modes of floating islands, getting from island to island, if you catch my drift. But I really do like this. This one is so beautiful. I'm thinking of leaning towards the floating island. It's so cool. Whoa! Let's go.
Wow! This teapot seems
Look at
even
this.
bigger inside the
We can
Madam Ping.
customize that and it'll look
There's
different
even
if we
a
mess with
big
that.
house in the middle too. Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling, Paimon. You could carve us a whole house out of this rug. Go dig a burrow to live in for now, I guess. What? Why would I say this? Let's say this.
Paimon can't do that. Well, you're the one with the sword anyway. You do it. Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
There's a person there. Oh, it's so beautiful. 1500. 104 or what? Oh, yeah. This thing's here. Oh, instead of daily commissions, we have this thing. Take 3 types of wood through cutting down trees. Oh my god, these are not commissions. Oh, these are like the things for the handbook. Oh, damn, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, enter mansion, process 1 dye, make 1 piece of fabric. It gets kind of fun when you get like further down the line, but it's gonna take time, I guess. It gets kind of crazy. Oh yeah, you can have like animals in your world and whatnot. It gets more fun, I feel like, having other players on the world. So there's also this over here that interested me. Yeah, I'm gonna like this world. Floating islands, a giant house. Let's get it, boys. This world's pretty big, too. I like this. This is awesome. I can't wait to build this out, because I always loved the games that had this kind of feature. I could find myself immersed in this for hours. But the thing that sucks about it is today I'm not going to mess with it too much. But however,
Wow,
expect to stream me just going crazy with this.
Visitor.
Oh, so you're that person, huh? Heard that there's supposed to be a merchant. You gonna be that merchant?
It's a huge finch!
An awesome looking finch.
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me...
A faggot. I'm just kidding.
Hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again?
Call yourself a finch. Can I answer for her?
Call me. I suppose you may call
Tubby?
me Tubby.
Tubby? But you don't even look that tubby to me, if I'm gonna be honest. You're just kinda, I don't know. Your head's kinda tubby though.
So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
That's like one of the coolest things about this. I wonder if I can come to this world instead of going to the statues of the 7 to heal and then go back to wherever I was back in the overworld. If it can work like that, I am so down for this. So what's Teapot Spirit exactly?
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance.
Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials.
I'm gonna need to
Then
grind
simply
wood in the
release
overworld
the thought
now.
from your mind, and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
What do you mean by that?
Golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
How interesting.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm.
Oh, I'm
If
definitely
there's
gonna get
anything
comfortable.
you would like to ask, just look for me.
Ooh, yes, sir. After using the summoning SERENITEA, traveler can interact with it and enter the abode within. Traveler can also use it to summon the pot while they are within its confines. Interacting with the SERENITEA in this state will allow the travelers to leave it. Traveler can also directly open the map interface and fast travel to any travel waypoints immediately to leave it. Talk to the Teapot Spirit to learn about all manner of the Teapot related affairs. You can create all kinds of items with the creation screen. Materials used to create items are gathered all over the world. Every single freaking tree can gather materials. I just gotta go crazy with it. After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function, put it in position. Place furnishing to increase the adeptal energy rank that this world requires. As the adeptal energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Once in a while, a teapot traveling salesman will visit your abode. There is a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you acquire the blueprint for a furnishing set, you can place the furnishing by the batch. You can still make adjustments to the individual furnishings when batch placing them. That's gonna be fun to mess with. Placement button. Special notice. I can't control it. Okay, travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms of service when using SERENITEA. Of course, create a healthy gaming environment. Oh boy, creation content that discriminates against race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, and region. Oh my god, bullying, any content or behavior that violates terms of service. I love that they do this, but this is, even though you can actually break some of these on console, this is mostly for PC players, because they can go crazy with this. It's just fun. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to have fun playing this as well. Anyways, I'm going to mess around with this a bit, but also, let's see if my friends are here. It's great to be alive, I guess. I'm just kidding. I'm going to say that. Hey, Fizz, are you still there? I can enter the mansion. So I can actually enter it like this. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is cool. So I get a mansion to myself in here. There's like nothing in it, of course. I gotta actually get stuff to put in here. Whoa! Magic door opening. Cool. This is sick. Oh, this door doesn't open, sad face. Oh, this door? Nope. So these doors down here open. Unfortunate. Ah, I can place that in here though. That's not strange at all. Anyways. Oh. Went to the mansion, so now I got this thing. Furnishing set blueprint. Place the... Okay. Check the placement screen and save the furnishing placement. Okay. Alright. I can't just go here and use it, right? What screen would it be on? I'm just like looking at everything, you know? Okay. So I can put this in one. Intriguing. What the hell? Oh my god, somebody would spam me with this. What the hell? How strange.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
Trust rank. Oh, this what the material is? Oh, so that's where I get this. Bare bones. Depth of energy needed. Humble abode. Cozy. Queen size. This is interesting. Oh, so this is where I get the Primo Gems at. I'm gonna have to farm the hell out of this. I have to go out of my way for all of this. This is so much goodness. Ooh, I want to make some of these. Mondstadt Mansion. I already have a Leeway Estate, which is what we're using right now. What the hell? Current storage capacity, accumulation rate, 4 hours. What the hell? This is gonna take a lot to get used to, I think. At least this means there's gonna be more to doing daily stuff. It's gonna be interesting.
Maybe you're...
Switch realm cell? Ah, that's cool. Okay. I look forward to that.
Maybe you're not...
Wait, did no blueprints learned? Really? Might as well make 200, so I don't have to worry about that for a while. So there's nothing learned? Really? Am I forgetting something? So this is just showing what's in the world, huh? Oh, so that's how I use it, right? Right. So I can make a multi-arch Mondstadt building. Probable stand. What is this? A small bottle that seals some adaptable energy within will immediately complete a furnishing when used. What time limit on these are gonna be created, huh? That's kind of ugly. I'm
Maybe.
not a big fan of that, but that doesn't mean I hate that. So, 14 hours just to make that? To me, that's not even realistic. Something like that's more realistic. Jesus. At least that means I need more of this too, which kind of sucks. Ooh, I could use onion. Worth it. I'd rather waste the onion, it's easier to get. Let's make 30 of this. Let's make 50 of it. Yeah, I'm gonna make 50 of it. I would rather go through core lapis, but berries are easy to get. Alright, I don't want to waste that. I hate to go through the mint with this. Maybe for now I'll do like 30 to 40. You know, fuck it, I'm doing 50, what am I kidding? It's been a while since I've used it. Rather not go through that much, but now we're going 50. Getting the wood needed is going to be annoying because it's not very easy. It is easy to get it, but what it makes it difficult to get this type of item is kind of unfortunate.
Maybe you're not used to.
I got an achievement. I wanted to see that, but I can't. Now, this is where I can buy stuff. I need trust rank to get this. What the? An item that can be used to replenish original risen. Once used, it will replenish 60 original risen. When obtained, it will automatically dissipate after a period of time. The expiration time will be calculated from Monday after this item is obtained. It will disappear 7 days from then. Multiple transcendent risens obtained on different weeks will have their expiration dates counted independently. What the f? That's really cool, but really gay. So that means you need to use it or you're screwing yourself. So I can't hoard it. I mean, I guess it has its reasons, but it's not helping much. I can create rocks. Nice. Deptus Amber. Oh, it's like that. So these are these furnishings here. This is gonna take a long time to get there, though. Either way. Check the placement screen and save your furnishings placement. Huh. Obtain 3 types of wood through cutting down trees. I'm almost done with everything, but it's kind of not easy to get this stuff settling. Just gonna take time. This is pretty good though. Realm currency. That's gonna be a deuce to do on a weekly. Create a total of 10 furnishings. It's not very easy when it takes 14 hours to create one. Purchase 2 items from the teapot traveling salesman in another player's Serenity teapot. That is kind of interesting, isn't it? Well, that was cool. Very cool. Now, before I leave the Serenity teapot, I must explore all the way up here. I want to see how far this goes. Then after I do this, we'll run through Risen and ending my stream after that. I have a lot of things I want to do today. I wonder if I should do a little bit of artifact farming. Paimon, what the fuck? That's not fair. You're gay for that. What the fuck? That's not right. That's not right, dude. I have to check this area ahead of us later. You're gay for saying that. Anyways. I guess this is all we have for our world. So now I understand why it makes me look at Tavat's world and then go to Serenity Teapot. So I can literally teleport there whenever, huh? Well, it doesn't really matter. Either way, we got Risen to run through. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, because I just rather farm artifacts. Because since we don't have that event for getting these talent level up books, like extra talent level ups per day, farming them, I don't feel like really doing them yet until the event comes around, so I should use this chance to get more artifacts. It sucks that the only one we're doing is the one over here, where I could farm more of the crowd artifacts that I need. But I probably shouldn't focus on these too much. I should focus on other things. Either way, I need to go back on the overworld, so I guess I'll do that first. Without the current Serenity, I'll return to the overworld. Strangely enough, I could get used to seeing that loading screen. So used to just seeing a white screen, but if I see this, I don't know why this just feels right. Phase, we're at the white number here. I'm sad. I don't know how my controller is still doing stick drift after cleaning it out yesterday. I find it strange. Alright. See what I got here. I do kind of need to get that, but I'm not too tempted in getting that. I would get this thing, but I don't really need to be bothered with that too much right now. I've been getting very unlucky with these lately, which has been making it very hard for me to want to play this game. Because I can't get a good legendary artifact or even a legendary of this freaking artifact set. It's really annoying. It's been very annoying. I would do the new domain, but it's not exactly worth it. It does have its perks though. I do want to get more of the cryo set though. The hydro set's also okay, but I don't really need the hydro set. It sucked that all this time I've had some like party members, and some of them I've had for like the longest, like Mona. I've never really realized how much I haven't focused on her. I've been thinking about trying to do this domain that gives me this artifact, but then I found out it's not exactly worth doing. I heard this is like the hardest domain in the game. I've never done this one, but I would like to get this set, which would be nice to mess with. As much as I want to farm that artifact, I don't know. Let me think. I could farm those artifacts just to make this dude better, because I haven't been focusing on him. This guy pretty solid, despite not actually working on some of his stuff. Never upgrades. You know, this is like a pretty god tier artifact set of some nature. Is that really the only one? That is depression. Huh. I feel like I could get better stuff for her. Might try to work on her since I finally can actually get her to 80. It might actually happen because I need better combinations for Diluc if I want to keep using him. Which kinda sucks now that I think about that. Well, it'll still be pretty good for Yanfei, so I should work on that as well. But on that note, I need an electric user also at 80. I can't get him to 80. It's gonna have to be her. She better get there pretty soon, actually. Once I get her to that level, then things should get a bit easier. I guess first, let's fight the electrohypnostasis. Cause I almost have enough to work on her. I can get the gems and whatnot another time. I'll just have her ready for next week. I also need more, but I'm gonna do that later in the week. I'll just do that for no reason. Give me the energy.
Let me scry.
I forget I do a decent damage to it.
Terra Smash!
Brace yourselves. Delve into destiny.
Yeah.
Let's play.
I'll take the damage, I don't care.
Yahoo! Let me scry.
Quake. Yeah. Time for retribution.
I could have destroyed it, but I ended up spending too much time on that. Whatever. Well, I'm not doing that again.
Shadows of fate.
Terra Smash.
Damn it. This is why I need better elemental combinations. I need better characters to do that. And some of them I actually do have to do better combinations. I just not thinking about it at the time.
Brace yourselves. Let me scry.
Burn.
Alright, I got 3, nice. So now I don't need to do this again. Where was it at? Shitballs, I didn't see it. Okay, over there. It's 20,000 in one realm layout. Is it gonna take some time to get this? Oh yeah, I want to do this. I cannot stand using the travel, it's so annoying. I'm sorry, it's just, come on man. It's so hard to do elemental combinations with him. I also feel like I could do better elemental combinations with Sucrose more than Venti at times, but there's nothing I can do about that. Kaya's also useful, I need to get him up there. Barbara, I have reason to use her. I don't know if I'm gonna use this guy. This guy's iffy. This guy's iffy for me. It's might just bring this guy back.
Time for some training?
I feel like in certain situations he's just more useful at times.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Kind of sucked I'm stuck with Chongyun. I tried to switch it up and just I can't. Speaking of which, where is he placed at in terms of people I can get to level 80? Oh yeah, I can't get him to 80 until after I hit level 90 on my Duluc. I can work on her though. Oh, I have to fight that boss one more time. I thought I was already done. I forgot I wasn't that close. Once I fight that boss one more time, then I'll be ready. That'll be neat. Save up her upgrades for next week, but that might also change with her. Because I really want to use Yanfei. Yanfei is really good. And I need to work on this character as well. Oh, so she's a character that gets animal damage bonus every level up. I never noticed that. A lot of people don't realize how good Sucrose is. I've seen how good she is. Alright, sure. Phase is muted for some reason.
Hey. If I don't know why, I know I remember why now.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Defeat boss opponents. I guess I could keep fighting bosses till I finish that. But then again, I have one condensers I need to run through. I don't know what's gonna get on there, but I'll get back on Rock League in a bit. See what I can do. Oh boy.
Decided by destiny.
A touch of frost.
What the hell? I can't switch. Damn it.
Shadows of fate.
Quite satisfying when I'm able to do that. Nicely done. Alright, 2 condensers out.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, it's right here. I was like, wait, where's that?
Let me scry.
Forth, my blade.
Here we go. Written in the stars.
From whence you came, swift and merciful.
Try you the I want to pick the but I guess I'm gonna do them. I guess.
A touch of frost.
Think you can get away?
Really? Oh my dear God, why?
Shadows of fate.
I got debated on that one.
Swift and merciful.
Delve into destiny.
One with my blade. Verdict is... Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Yahoo! Yeah. Leave my space.
I spent so much time trying to do that. Let's go back over here, do this one more time. It'll be solid for next week. This game, or my next character, the level 80 would be nice.
Swift and merciful.
Damn it, I missed a touch on him.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Let's play. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No!
Destiny cannot be denied.
Why, dude? That was gay. I did not realize that would happen. Oh. Gonna pull out the pancake? Let me do this.
Forth my blade.
Wait, I actually managed to land the attack? When? What? I didn't do the animation, so how did I land the attack? How interesting. Ow, I'm stupid.
Yahoo!
This is done. It reminded me of the Wind Bloom Festival with this thing, but the frame rates, oh my dear God, I can't tell what's happening. That was stressful. Actually, you know what? No, we don't need him out.
Submit for judgment! Burn!
Got 55 left. That didn't really give me much to work with. I can do one more boss fight though. Which first let's actually go to a different location to heal. Let's go over to this boss. After this boss, I'm gonna end my stream. His element is Electro, I think. Yeah. His element's Electro.
Brace yourselves. Yahoo! Shadows of fate.
Swift and merciful.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
One with my blade.
Let me scribe. Shadows of fate.
From whence you came.
Brace yourselves.
How'd I
Delves into
get?
des-
A touch of frost.
Wait, let's use some of this goodness. Throw some chaos.
Decided by destiny.
I failed that miserably. Oh, shit.
One with my blade.
Oh.
Swift and merciful.
Let me scry. Think you can get away?
This looks like the best team for Duluth. I've been able to get more damage in more consistently. At least that's what it feels like. I can definitely see my damage building a bit more with the synergy with my team.
Shadows of fate.
Fourth, my blade. Spirit blade.
Yeah, this is some better damage. That's interesting.
A touch of frost.
Delve into death.
Ew, I almost got 10,000 damage there. That was pretty good.
Written in the stars. Let me scry.
One with my blade. From whence you came.
Damage is a lot better. I have to use this for the weekly bonus.
Shadows of fate. Time for takeoff.
Was almost dead.
Yahoo! Yeah.
Swift and merciful. Time for retribution.
Let's play. Let me scry.
A touch of frost.
Brace yourselves.
Spirit blade. Attack. Verdict is.
This team, this was my old team plus Venti, and it seems like, yeah, I'm going to have to bring this team back. It's going to be the team I run with. Disappointed. Ooh, that's a really good 4-star artifact. Oh, wow. Not bad. Yeah, crit damage is the main stat. I have to hold on to that, regardless of what the fourth stat is. That's pretty good for the main stat. I'm gonna keep that because of the main stat. I pray I can get better artifacts in the future. Hmm. I usually only use this guy for his set bonus. I don't think it really matters if I actually buff him with Rosaria's performance. It's a little tempting though, just to have that. Hmm. Well, damn, so that's how I'm doing so many crits. My crit rate that high. Not this guy. Huh. Need more crit rate more than anything else, huh? Unfortunate. Either way, I need to work on this character. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, nothing. I just realized some things help me get better with this game for now. Don't know how much better it would benefit working on certain character, but I think it'll actually benefit in the long run. Because that definitely make a certain boss fight a bit easier. Let's see, what does it take to upgrade certain constellations? Not constellations, talents. Of course. Of course, that is literally all that she takes. Oh, I definitely need to upgrade that. Diligence. Pretty easy to get my hands on. Now that I have a lot of this will make it so much easier because that could last longer as long as I upgrade that. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. Cool. Hmm. Crazy. Wait, I keep forgetting I have a C1 of that, but I don't remember getting a second Barbara. It's strange. This, however, I can't really be too upset about this one. I'm gonna have to work on this character eventually. The set bonus I'm gonna need is gonna be something that isn't this set. That I can say. I guess for now I'll just put on whatever to get rid of the other artifacts that are on her. Huh. Cool. So I don't know if I'm gonna use this character. This one's an iffy one. I mean, this character does give a shield though. Why a Calla Lily? One.
Phase?
Huh. That's pretty useful.
Bitch moaning?
No. So this is a talent. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to just mess around with that, I guess, because I can't completely move around.
Dies, the server dies.
Damn, I hate it. It takes that material. Oh boy.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Well, I'm pretty much done with this game. Alright. This is it. This is it for now.
Really bring the knights.
Thank you guys for watching. I will have a stream tomorrow doing Diana's Hangout event, so I can't wait to do that. Don't know what the hell this cat of Mondstadt has for us. I don't know how to feel about it, because I'm really relatively new to this character, as I don't see any legitimate way of meeting this character either. But then I guess it's the same for a lot of the Hangout events, except for Barbara, I guess. But yeah, I should have that Hangout event tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow I'll have the last key I need to do this bad boy right here. Alright. Today was just checking out the SERENITEA, and that was cool. Can't wait to do more. Maybe I'll update and show things off about it, but we'll see to that as we see to that. But for now, I think my main squad is going to be Mona, Changyan, and Venti. I have to. I wish I could pet you, but I don't think my homie has made it possible to pet thy dog, so thy doggo must sit there sadly pleading for thy pet. Depression. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Crytek and I will catch you guys next time.